This is Marta from Spain. I'm just coming alive today. Today is Saturday, so happy Saturday to everyone. Today it's been to the as every Saturday. We have a basketball match with my son. He plays basketball in school. So yeah, so we it's been the first match after the Christmas holidays. So it's been nice to catch up with everyone. And my son plays two matches now because this year they split the team because the the last year it was the feminine and masculine, the male and female all together, but this year they split into female and male team, but the girls are not having enough enough players in the team. So every weekend they take turns. The guys, the boys take turns to go and help the girls. And my boy loves playing basketball, so he goes always. He always say yes. Yeah. So it was an early morning. We went to play with the girls first, the match with the girls, and then right after it was the boys match, and it was lucky because we played at home, and it was quite like following one to another match. So it was great to catch up and catch up with all the kids, the parents after all the Christmas, and going back to routine. Everybody was talking about all this, going back to routine because it's crazy when you lose this routine, and the kids are just going a little bit bananas with this. But it was some interesting conversations, and that's why I wanted to pop on today. I want to take the chance for those who doesn't know me before I get into the topic, is that I'm doing this 90 days go challenge, go live challenge. So I have to go on live every single day and talk about a topic. And today I found this topic really interesting, especially for those who are parents, because this is for those who are parents, they're gonna feel related with this because this is a moment that all parents have to face sometimes along the journey as a parent. I haven't faced it yet, so that's why I want to talk about it and see what you guys thinking, and if it's any parents in the audience and would like to come in and make a comment in the chat. um, Hello, Natasha. You seen me here? This is my mentor. Hello, Natasha. You're a parent. You might be wanting to give me a little bit of, or give us a little bit of some advice on that, because I'm sure you've gone through this moment. So for all these parents that have kids, we were talking about this, about when is the right time or what is the right thing to say when your kids discover that here in Spain we celebrate the three white kings, but it doesn't really matter. The idea of the three white kings and the Father Christmas, like Santa Claus, it's the same kind of idea. How do you face this moment, or what do you say when your kids found out that Santa Claus or the three white kings don't exist, and they are the parents all along this time, And we were first, it just popped on in the conversation of when when do you actually is the right time, or when do you think approximately what's the time when the kids find out these things, because I think what it keeps it longer to find out is because the kids don't hang out with each other with their friends in school because it's this Christmas holiday. So once they come back from the holidays, it's kind of like passed over, you know. So, but if probably if it would happen while they go to school, they might comment it. How is it possible that a guy goes through every single house and goes down the chimney or goes up a balcony or goes through a front door that doesn't have any key and brings presents every single house in one night, you know? And this year I had a few questions that they were putting me in the spot, but yeah, but I save it. Anyway, so we were talking about this with the parents while we were watching the match, and we were talking about, when is the right time? How do they find out? They normally find out in school. Someone find out and kind of like spread. One tell to another, and it kind of spread the rumors, and everyone ends up finding out. Or if you have like older brothers that they already know, which I guess that some parents that they have experienced that they tell the bigger kids to sort of like stay quiet and don't say anything as long as they can. But what we're discussing a little bit is that you tell your kids and you tell them how they should behave, and you're trying to to teach them some values, and like for example, that it's not okay to lie, that it's not okay to hide things, that you have to be honest, that you have to, you don't have to kind of do lying around for so long. And then when we talk about, healthy consuming, not spending, especially when you're trying to reflect on the differences on the first world country and the third world country, and how we should not be like spending so much money while it's a lot of people that they don't have enough to live, and then one day suddenly they found out that the biggest liars are their parents, because they've been lying all this time, pretending to be something that is not. So how do we face this, and should we have a conversation before actually someone tells them, or should we wait for them to find out and then have a conversation with them? And what do we actually say in this conversation, so that it doesn't make an impact on them on the way of how do we get out of this situation, without them thinking that this is wrong, you know after all this time telling them what what is the difference between right and wrong. And obviously, to lie, it's a it's that red line to cross, and yeah. So it's a big topic for parents. So if any parent is in the audience watching, it will be nice if you can comment in experiences or anything like that. Because I think we also were talking about, this is actually, we were talking about our own experience, and I remember clearly this, and it was a big shock for me. It was a big shock, because I think this is actually the line where you stop believing on magic, and life, it's different when you stop right off, and I think you see the world in different eyes, because I think that's the line when you go from the innocent years to the reality years, and I think this is a step, it's a step on the journey, in the life journey, that everyone does, when when they found out this, and I think they break this innocence and they become more, they jump more into adulthood. um, and in it, for one side is good, but for another side is kind of sad, to sort of break that, because to believe in magic brings a lot of special things, and yeah. So anyway, I wanted to brought up this because I think this is a topic that might be a lot of parents, they wonder about this, and I am one of those. So if someone can offer an advice or an experience, that would be so much appreciated. So that was about it, and that's what I wanted to come in and talk about today. So I hope that we get some nice inputs about it. And well, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful evening, the rest of the evening, and we see you tomorrow with another topic. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.